on. So, what topic we want to get into off bat?
First we're gonna say rest in peace to the great late Maury Wills, the great late
Right.
Maury Wills. He's with the Dodgers from what 59 to 66, and then
Yeah,
is that where he retired? Did he retire from the Dodgers?
I think I'm not really sure. I see. He's an old school player, and I was a fan of his. I got a bunch of his ball cards I was putting together, and I didn't get to send him out before he passed away. I understand he was signing for people too.
Yeah. So rest in peace to the great Maury
Dead at
Wills.
89.
So anyway, we got 6 in the building. Let's get 6 likes up, please, guys. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when we got new content coming out. Please share this stream, let people know we live. Really appreciate it. Help the algorithm. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let us know how we doing. Appreciate it. Anyway, but yeah, rest in peace to the great Maury Wills, dead at age 89, man. Shoot, 89. He had a good life. I hear that, man.
Lived the life, huh? 89.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we're gonna talk about for the first topic. Damn Walmart ads. You know what? Let's do this first. Let's get into this first, yo. The Good Samaritan out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Good Samaritan comes forward after helping wandering 8-year-old boy on Detroit's east side. Man helps boy get home after he was put on the wrong school bus. I know how that feels because my son was put on the wrong fucking school bus. I almost lost my goddamn mind. Luckily, the school bus driver had sense enough to take him back to the school, right? You know, I swear, I don't know what it is with these fucking new bus drivers, these younger bus drivers. They don't give a shit. They don't care at all about nobody kids. It's just a job to them. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, luckily the bus driver had sense enough to take my son back to the school. You know what I mean? But a lot of these bus drivers, that's what they doing. My daughter called me one day. The bus driver completely missed the entire neighborhood. Instead, they wasn't going back and put the kids off the bus like a mile away from the development. I ended up standing on the phone with my daughter until she got in the. Luckily, she walked. You know, she was already walking home when she called me, and I stayed on the phone with her until she got home. You know, my daughter's, you know, she's about to be 14, so she's old enough. But you know, my son's 8. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I can't imagine that happening to my son. They put him off the bus because they didn't want to go back to the house or to the neighborhood. I'd have lost my shit. I'd have been at the transportation department flipping shit over. Y'all would have been like, yo, Cannon got locked up today, y'all. What happened? They didn't put his son off the bus in some other neighborhood. I would lose my fucking mind. And I hope whoever the parents are to this kid, I hope they raised hell, man. I hope they raised hell. You know what I mean? Let's read on. So the Good Samaritan that helped save an 8-year-old boy who was lost and wandering on Detroit's east side after being put on the wrong bus at school has come forward. A little boy's mother spoke Wednesday night and expressed so much admiration for the man who she believes saved her child from danger. Good Samaritan Will Elon doesn't think what he did was a big deal, but many disagree. Elon was walking home from work on Tuesday, September 13th, near 7 Mile Road and Conant Street, when he spotted a young boy wandering alone. I've got nieces and nephews that size, so there was kind of it was a kid on the ground crying. Oh, so the kid wasn't just wandering, he was crying. He didn't know where the fuck he was at. You know what I mean? So I knew something had to be wrong, said Elon. The little boy was 8 years old, Denver Young, who had been put on the wrong bus at Barber Prep Academy and ended up on the east side. The boy should have been dropped off on the west side at 6 Mile Road and Livernois Avenue. Young's mom, Kirsten Sanders, had told her son not to talk to strangers, but Elon stayed with him for more than an hour and got the boy to open up. I mean, at that point, like, you don't know, you know, I get it, you know, but at the same time, you know, bro, I'd have been fucking furious, bro. Excuse my language, people, but jeez, I'd have, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep moving. He wasn't sure what his address was, but he knew he lived on Harlow Avenue. Elin pulled his phone out and Googled the street and had Young point out his house. That's what's up. When the city bus pulled up, Elin grabbed his hand and got him on the bus. He didn't have any money, but explained the situation, and the driver let them both ride across town. Elin delivered Young to his house, and his incredibly relieved mother. My son believes he saved his life, and I believe it too, Sanders said. You know what? Salute to my man right here. What they said his name was, Will Elin. Salute to Will Elin, man. Doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work, man. If it wasn't for that, you know, for him, you know what I mean? Yeah. That kid, anything could have happened to that kid. You know what I mean? Anything could have happened to that kid. I don't know what the west side of you know.
They make it sound like it's a danger zone in the way the article was spelled out.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like. It was like he was on that side. And
right.
Like, oh.
And the thing is, it sounded like that he was taking it sounded like he was taking public transportation. He wasn't taking like a fucking cheese bus. He was taking like the MTA, the mass transit. And that's the thing. Like here in Baltimore, the kids take mass transit here too in Baltimore City. They don't have they don't have yellow school buses. They take the regular ass MTA like the rest of the people. You know, and I know that it's certain kids, especially kids with parents, you know, ain't active in their life or whatever. You know, those kids, they get themselves to the bus. They get on the bus and get off the bus and go home. They walk home. You know what I mean? But you know, it's that shit is really disheartening, and it's scary to you know your kid's supposed to be home at a certain time, and that fucking time passes. And he said he was there with that kid for over an hour. You know what I mean? Trying to get him to kind of work with him a little bit. So who knows how long he was there before he found him. You know what I mean? I know them parents was fucking pissed, man. My kids ride the cheese bus, so we got, you know, we can call it school, or we can call it the bus station, or whatever you want to call it, the bus company. But both times, you know what I mean? I was pissed. You know what I mean? I'm like, how y'all make this mistake? You know, the first one's with my daughter, and like my wife ended up going up there and confronting the bus driver. The bus driver that dropped my daughter off a mile away from the house and the rest of the kids a mile away from the house was at my son's school picking up those kids. Mm-hmm. Right? My wife confronted her on the when she seen her, confronted her at my son's school. Why with her supervisor on the phone? You know what I mean? And it's like these people, I swear, yo, like, for a long time, especially like last school year, they couldn't find bus drivers, bro. They couldn't find bus drivers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Now they taking whatever they can get.
Yeah.
They taking whatever they can get, and these bus drivers, they just don't care, man. They just looking at it as a job, and that's just sad, you know. But salute to my man Will Elin right here for you know,
he did the thing,
working with that kid, getting that kid comfortable, and getting that kid home, using Google Maps, right? Using Google Maps to circumvent, you know, that barrier where the kid didn't know where he lived at. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. But I'm gonna say this, y'all. You know, that 8-year-old should know his address. That 8-year-old should know his mother's number, father's number. Yeah. Somebody, whoever the guardian is, that kid should know their phone number and their address. I remember back in the day, my address, hold on a second. My address was in my book bag. You know what I mean? In a little tag in the back of my book bag. You know what I mean?
To pull it out. Yeah, and also the public transportation bus driver, thank goodness that they didn't say, nah, you gotta get some money. We're not letting you on here for free. Right.
You know, he or she had a heart about it. You know what I mean?
Right. And that was also on point for them to be understanding in that situation, let them get up out of there and get back to the house. Now, in the comment section, some people were complaining, how come you didn't just call the police?
Yeah, I mean, he could have.
Crying on the ground.
He could have definitely called the police. But
but maybe that's not the right answer in that
right,
in that area.
right. Maybe it ain't
Maybe
the
those
right
are
answer.
if he knows his area, maybe that's not the go-to route.
Right. Maybe that isn't the go-to route. Maybe he ain't feel like dealing with him. We don't know the circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
he might have been making the best choice right there.
Exactly. Let me see what this says right here.
All right.
Another busy day?
Of
course it is. You're a CIO in 2022. But you're...
Go ahead and mute that real quick. As soon as it's over, I'll switch this over. You know these commercials. Everything got a damn commercial. Just want to see if they...
Oh, the update. Yeah. Okay. For the
Put on the wrong bus at school.
Now, we heard from his mother last night. Tonight, the Good Samaritan who saved the day has come forward. Mara McDonald live downtown. He doesn't think he did anything special, though, Mara.
And the man.
I tell you, Devin, when I called him to see if he'd talk to us, he's like, what do you want to talk to me for? I didn't do anything important. Well, let me tell you, I know a lot of people who disagree. Let me show
Taco
you.
Tuesday.
Human instincts kicked in and
tacos.
said that this kid was in trouble.
Will Eland was walking home from work when he first noticed the little boy near 7 in Conant.
Like, I got nieces and nephews that size.
Let me tell you, I know a lot of people who disagree. Let me show you.
Human instincts kicked in and said that this kid was in trouble.
Will Eland was walking home from work when he first noticed the little boy near 7 in Conant.
Like, I got nieces and nephews that size, so it's like kid on the ground crying. It's like something's got to be wrong.
That kid was 8-year-old Denver Young, who'd been put on the wrong bus at Barber Prep Academy in Highland Park and dropped off on the east side of Detroit, far away from his correct bus stop at 6 in Livernois.
I got the
So far it was?
And,
yeah.
He was a tough little cookie. He, like, didn't give out their information so fast.
Denver's mom, Kirsten, had told him not to talk to strangers, but he was lost and had been wandering in the area.
Yeah, it looked pretty fucking rough around there.
His frantic mother was going between 2 police departments to get to the bottom of what happened.
I stood there with him for quite a while, and till I realized no one was coming to get him.
Denver didn't know his address, but he knew the street he lived on. Will Googled it on his phone and had the boy
definitely like
pick
night
out
and day
his
from
home.
where he was at.
And then
I looked up and the city bus was coming. So I just told him, grab my hand, and we ran across the street and we got on the bus. I told the bus driver, hey, I don't got no money, but I'm trying to get this kid home. And he said, all right, I'm only doing it for the kid. And he let us sit on the bus and ride.
When they got to the area, Will got off the bus and helped Denver find his way to his house. Tonight, he still doesn't think he did anything out of the ordinary.
I just thought it was the right thing to do.
That's what's up, man. Salute to that man. Yeah. Salute to that man. And you know, did the mother? I mean, I'm sure the mother called the police. I would hope she did.
Yeah, they said that she was dealing with 2 different police. I don't know how it's set up.
Oh yeah,
precincts or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably so much ridiculous red tape, man. Who knows?
Yeah, the red tape. I have no idea how they're set up out there.
Yeah. So let me see. Actually, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna keep you there. All right. But yeah. So Sauce the Prophet says, miss the days where bus drivers would treat us like their own kids. Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? You know. But that neighborhood looked pretty fucking rough to me. It looked night and day between where he was at and you know what I mean? So geez.
Yeah, he did look like he had a nice little neighborhood. He was even outside with his little toy Nerf gun or whatever that was.
Right, exactly.
Super soaker or something.
Yeah. Anyway. But salute to that guy. All right, let's get on to the next one. Let me see. Let's go with the let's go with this Kyler Murray one. I want to get to this Kyler Murray one, yo. All right. So apparently, I guess, was this yesterday? What game is this? Was this yesterday's game? Last night's game?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah. So
he was going in getting those numbers.
Yeah. So Kyler Murray allegedly slapped by a game somebody in the stands at the game, right?
Yeah, overzealous fans slapped him across his face.
Right, that's what people are saying. We're gonna look at some of the comments too, but let's take a look at this real quick. So check it out, right? So to me, it looks like I don't know if that's intentional, right? I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if that. It's tough, yo. I don't know if he wanted to slap Kyler Murray or if he was trying to hit him on his shoulder pad. I almost want to say that maybe he was trying to tap him on the shoulder pad and he missed. You know what I mean? I don't know. What you think, Jay?
I think he did it on purpose. I think he better watch out for himself when he's in these streets because he's going to face some repercussions. I think they should ban him for life and put him under the jail.
Oh, shit.
He had on, look, he wasn't wearing the right colors. I think that I think this was foul, intentional. He had on a gray. He was with the Raider Nation. He was trying to take Kyler Murray's head off so that they wouldn't do this to them anymore.
Trying to claw his eyes out.
Yeah, so he couldn't see. Trying to get him with the hawk claws, poke the eye out. It was a vicious assault, and it's got to be shut down immediately.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if I feel like he was trying to hit him on the shoulder pad and he missed. That's just me. I don't know.
You're giving him way too much bail.
Super Carlos says that was intentional.
He gets no bail from me.
Super Carlos said that was intentional. Dissolve the Raiders either way. Jimmy Dawes says that's my quarterback. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess so. Apparently, people making a big deal. Let's look at some of these tweets. That fan, you a grown ass man, dog. So somebody said, was this Goose Jones saying it was accidental 100%. Somebody was this Kobe Capital says I don't get it. Somebody got arrested for this. I guess this guy Brett says he thinks he hit him on the shoulder pad too, allegedly. So this person, Mr. O, says, okay, yeah, that's a rival fan being angry. He's definitely not celebrating the win. I mean, it could very well be. I can't really tell, man. You know, I don't know. So then you got some people getting into. So Trevor says, either you don't watch the video or you've never been in any kind of physical confrontation. Which one? If you did watch the video and you have ever been in a fight, then it would be obvious to you that the guy was trying to slap his shoulder pad. And damn, he called Kyler Murray a pussy. God damn, they getting a little touchy over some plantation ball.
They getting worked up.
Yeah, they getting touchy over the plantation ball, bro. You gotta be careful. But I don't know. Hopefully that fan didn't mean no harm. Hopefully he was trying to pat him on the shoulder pad, but we don't know. Maybe he was trying to claw his eyes out. He wanted to end his career. Who knows? Hey, Jonesy, where you at, Jonesy? Let me know. Is that one of y'all? Is that one of your own? That fan? I need to know. Shout out to Jonesy with Raiders Nation. Anyway, let me see. Jimmy says they came back from 20 down, slap him again. Shit, somebody should did that shit to fucking Tyreek Hill with the Ravens. The Ravens was on their way to winning that game until his ass came back. It was a wrap for us. Golly mighty. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what we got? Let me see. Right, we got 14 in the building, 9 likes. Let's get them likes up, people, and let's get that share out. Share the stream. Let people know we live.
We only got 9 likes.
Only 9 likes.
Likes up.
Come on, y'all. Y'all sitting here lurking in the stream, ain't hitting them likes. Hit the like in that share button, please.
Yeah, share this one out.
All right, let's see what else we
love having you here. Morgan in the house, Norman, Oklahoma, tends to make men soft. Oh Lord.
So it's like the last story we got right now. This seems crazy. So this is from Daily Mail.
Yeah.
High school students 14 and 18 shot dead in a hail of bullets. Damn. Let's read on. 2 high school. Let me make this a little bigger. There we go. 2 high school students were found shot dead 2 miles from one of their homes. Lyric Woods, pictured left, and she was 14, and Devin Clark, 18, who were good friends, were reported missing this weekend. They were found dead on Sunday in western Orange County around 3 p.m. near the intersection of Buckthorn and Yarborough Roads. Orange County Sheriff's Office was called by the two men who found them, and officers have launched a homicide investigation. Lyric and Devin's family say the third person was in the car with them hours before they disappeared. Speaking to ABC 11, David White, who lives nearby, said, "I heard close to 10 shots going off, like an automatic gun, and paused for a little bit, and 5 more shots went off. I thought, who's shooting this late at night?" Lyric's stepfather, Shane Canada, said that she had a shower around 11 p.m. on Friday night, according to a missing persons report. A shower, I guess like a baby shower or something. On Saturday morning, when he went to wake her up, he noticed that she was missing. Police were told by Canada that he thinks she left by an unlocked door on Friday night. Let's see what else they're saying. The report also states Lyric left all of her things in her room, apart from her iPad, so he did not think she had run away. Brady Woods, Lyric's father, helped in the search after the sheriff's office contacted him. Reports WRAL. Jesus Christ, let me get my shit together. I sound like I can't read out this month. Friends and family members had gone to Kanada's house to try to search for Lyric. The search took authorities to backwoods trails and hunting stands, and they used a canine dog to search for her. It was determined with the help of the dog and Woods pillowcase that Lyric left her home and went through the woods where 4-wheelers drove through, according to her reports. To the reports. This is interesting. Lyric was seen by a neighbor in the car in that area at 3 a.m. on Saturday, and deputies believe someone in the vehicle gave her a ride. Her phone, her iPad, and laptop were taken into evidence. Lyric and Devin's family want clarification about what happened to them. With Devin's mother, Tiffany Conception, is that her last name? Tiffany Conception, saying, who was strong enough to carry 2 bodies and dump them. We want answers. No, that means it was 2 people. The sheriff's office has given out no information about who may be responsible for the death of the teens. North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office are investigating the official cause of death and the identity of the teens. Jeez, man, that's fucking crazy. That's a fucking murder mystery right there. Think they're gonna solve that?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be on top of this. The little kids, and they found them out there all shot up and stuff like that. They gotta get to the bottom of that ASAP.
They got to.
They don't want it to be like a serial killer or something like that.
Yeah,
they'll get to it. They'll get to it ASAP.
We got Jabari Judah in the building. What's going on? We got Emmanuel Presley in the building. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they'll get to the bottom of this on it. They'll be staying on it, I'm sure, because this is a developing story that just sounded crazy as heck. Like 2 high school students murdered in a hail of bullets and then found amongst like power lines or something like that. Then they were looking for them at first, and they said they were missing or something like that. It's just a crazy story. We need to find out who did that to these kids.
Yeah, we got Jay Goldberg says this all sounds like straight out like it's straight out of a mystery novel. Yeah, it do. I mean, this is crazy.
I guess they were supposed to be going to bed or something like that, and they meet up with somebody. I mean, somebody. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, because the first place they're gonna have to be looking in is in those phones and in those laptops, and see who they were communicating with.
No, it sounded like one of the kids was at the door or something. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This is interesting. This is an interesting case right here. I mean, first off, I don't know. It sounded like she was sneaking out to meet up with a boy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Devin.
Maybe
the
18-year-old.
Yeah.
I guess maybe. And then somebody was driving them somewhere. Maybe they were going to a party or a concert or something like that, or to go somewhere,
right,
and hang out or something. Anything.
Exactly.
And I guess it's somebody else, a third party, was out to get them.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, that's the thing, right? So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do know each other. They're good friends, it says. Maybe Devin picked her up and she snuck out the house. And whoever the third...
They used the Uber.
Right. Maybe there was a third person. Maybe there were two other people in the car. You know? Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. So, I think that the answer to what happened to them lies in that third party that they said was there.
Yeah, the phones, the laptops will show who they were talking to, what was going on.
Right.
So I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of this pretty fast because they don't want to have like I said, like the serial killer or someone out in the loose,
right,
out there, doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Especially the kids.
Right, man.
High school kids.
This is crazy. This is sad. You know. What I mean?
Prayers up for them and their families. There's another tragedy. We're upset. It's upsetting events to hear about that.
Yeah. So hopefully the family finds some closure. Hopefully they find out what happened to their children, and hopefully justice is served, man. Hopefully justice is served. So anyway, you got anything else?
Oh yeah. You strapped for time? Or we good?
I got another like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. They got that Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva fight coming up. I don't know if you saw that.
He's serious.
So Jake Paul is going to take on Anderson Silva. And this one is the first time I'm going to say that I don't know that Jake Paul wins that.
That's interesting. No, of course not.
Just because I think Anderson Silva is a little bit more experienced in the way of his striking, his boxing. And I think he's going to be able to get on the inside of Jake Paul, and then he has that really good distances too. So Jake Paul's best move is that what is it, that hook and that straight he's got. He does have some power in his hands.
Yeah, but I think that he's underestimating Silva's boxing ability.
Silva's boxing ability is on point. He's a good striker. He's way better than any of those MMA guys that Jake Paul has fought.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's the thing. Anderson Silva's he's the GOAT, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is he? He's in his 40s though, right?
Yeah, he's older. He's older, but
I know he's up there.
Yeah, but,
up there in age.
But I feel like I don't know. It's a hell of a payday for him. It's a hell of a payday for him. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting fight. That's where it seems like that's a worthwhile fight to watch because Jake Paul's real young. He's just coming up in boxing. He does have some heavy hands, even if people don't want to acknowledge that he does.
Mm-hmm.
And Anderson Silva is such a good boxer. He's going to be real. I'm expecting him to be technical and also really tough. I think that those strikes, those fists, that Anderson Silva's got, are hardened enough that they might put Jake down.
Yeah, I think so too. He's very shifty. He's definitely shifty. You know what I mean? He's gonna make him miss. He's gonna make Paul miss a lot, and then he's gonna pick his he's not going there, rushing him in. He's gonna let Paul tire himself out.
He's gonna be moving around.
He's gonna be counter. He's gonna be counter punching the whole time, I think. And so he sees something.
Fight.
It's gonna be a good fight. That's Saturday, October 29th. I'm gonna have to watch that fight.
Next month. But I think Paul's only recourse will be to just keep unloading that.
Yeah.
I would if I was Paul, what I would do is I would try to tie up Silva and go on the inside, roughing him up, go especially towards his midsection, uppercuts, and then go back to that big hook that he had that he knocked out Nate Robinson and Tyrone Woodley with. I would make it an inside fight going back and forth because Silva is going to be using the ring to his advantage, and he's a hard hitter. And
Not to mention, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah,
one of the greatest fighters. We've seen him defeat opponents, on the ground. We've seen him defeat opponents with his feet, and we've seen him defeat opponents just with his hands. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see. All I know is that Anderson Silva probably getting a hell of a payday off of this, bro. A hell of a payday.
Right. It's gonna be a good one.
He gonna take all that. You ever hear Anderson Silva talk in an interview? Yo, it's the funniest shit in the world.
Oh, he's just laid back, happy-go-lucky.
No, it's that and his accent. It's just hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I wouldn't want to tussle with him in the street. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So
he's Mr. Friendly a lot until you get into the ring with him, huh?
He's gonna bust that ass. He's gonna
Sir
bust
Friendly.
that ass. So I don't know. You know that Jake Paul he plays the heel. And people are gonna pay for this fight just to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked. They pay for every fight to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked, and they just been proven wrong time after time after
That's
time.
the Mayweather blueprint.
Yeah.
That Mayweather handed him and his brother.
Yeah, exactly. And they getting paid
Showed
off
him how
of
to
it.
do it.
And if they can keep getting paid off of it, let them keep getting paid off of it. People be hating, but I'm like, yo, y'all watching it.
They're really doing something good for the sport in the long run because what they're doing is they're bringing up other fighters.
Right.
So don't be surprised when you see the Paul brothers promotional team or something like that.
Right.
And they're helping out Anderson Silva. This is them helping him out. They like Anderson Silva.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, you know what? Let's get you a payday, Anderson Silva.
Right.
Because we like you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this will be your however much bag he's gonna get out of this, which is good for him because he's a retired fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he gonna get the hell. And then he lives in Brazil, so that money gonna go a long way. A long way.
Yes, sir. They're really just looking out.
They are. And say what you will about the Paul brothers. They're big ticket. They're a big ticket. You know what I mean?
This is what most fighters say at the end of the fight too. Is and when it goes the other way, and they're like, "Dude, you take back all that stuff you said about his mama and this and that and the third," and they were like, that was just fight promotion, right? We were just trying to generate hype, get interest in selling these tickets.
Yeah.
And I do apologize for that, but we're gonna move on from there. You hear that over and over again.
Yeah.
From fighters, they'll tell you after the fight is over, that was just to generate hype. We're just trying to generate interest and sell some tickets.
So we got Emmanuel Presley in the building. He says, "Have y'all heard of about the crazy rise in STDs? Ooh, it's particularly HIV and chlamydia. Remember all of the
That's some Kufion type
yeah,
stuff
man,
right there.
but shit,
You know it.
yeah. So let me see. What did I find right here? This is from last month, but it says CDC annual reports show STDs remain far too high. 2.4 million cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis were reported in 2020. This is from Washington, D.C., April 12, 2022. Today, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention released their 2020 Sexually Transmitted Disease STD surveillance report, which looks at STDs infection rates in the United States during the first year of the COVID-based pandemonium. So, I ain't gonna say it. If y'all want to read this, y'all can go to, what is this, nacho.org, NACCHO.org, and read it. But
it's probably a all of the above,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, see, the thing about it
irresponsibility.
Go read them 9 pages. Go read them 9 pages of side effects. Go read them 9 pages of side effects, y'all.
Some shenanigans, some irresponsibility.
Go read.
Couple that together, and you have the perfect storm.
Yeah,
you have the perfect recipe for a disaster. When you take a look, like they have that girl out. Did you see her rapping about killing babies? Did you see that?
I saw
Murder
that.
on the Mind
I
rap.
saw that shit.
So will we have a society that's gonna be acting up like that, wilding out to that extreme, that excessive nature?
You take the good.
You're gonna have some repercussions.
Yeah, you take the good. You
consequences.
You take the good. You take the bad. Don't use a condom, and there you have the clap for life.
It's sad but true.
It's sad but
it's
true.
Like goodness.
You know what I mean?
So not only do you have to worry about the shenanigans going on behind the scenes,
but
the complete lack of responsibility that's going on right now.
Yeah.
But just free willing out here.
Straight up.
That's another moral dilemma.
Yeah. Use protection, people. That's the moral of the story. Use protection. Use protection. Anyway.
Abstinence is key, people.
Abstinence, guys. Abstinence. Apparently, they want to make you sterile though. They like let's just stop them from making all the babies. Anyway.
Yeah. That's the agenda.
Anyway, that's all I got, man.
All right.
So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. 16 in the room. Let me get 16 likes before we get out of here. Please.
Yeah,
please.
tonight Ricks is on tonight.